All right, so this coming fall, an estimated 69% of colleges and universities will raise their tuition. Hard economic times and the ever-increasing tuition is making it harder and harder for Americans to afford to send their kids to college. Well, our next guest has created a way to help students afford a higher education in return for getting good grades. Michael Kopko is the co-founder and CEO of GradeFund.com. He is joined by two students who are members of his site, Michael Beck, a freshman at the University of Michigan, and Vera Aaron, a senior in high school. Thanks so much to all of you for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Michael, let me start with you. You've just joined GradeFund.com. Who is going to pay you to get good grades?
Right now I have 4 sponsors. It's my parents, my grandparents, and 2 family friends. Hoping to expand those in the upcoming months.
Michael, explain to us how GradeFund works.
So we wanted to build a tool that encourages kids to do well in school. And so what this enables people to do is let the community come in and support students for achievement. This is not really, it's not a begging tool, it's not a drive tool, it's to get kids excited about doing well in class.
Vera, you've just signed up for it. You don't have money saved in there yet. How will signing up on GradeFund.com change the way you study?
Well, it's definitely inspiring me to work a lot harder because the higher your grades are, the more money that you'll get. And it's the end.
In other words, if you get an A, you get paid a certain amount from the donors, but if you get a C, you don't?
Yeah, I think it depends how you set it up with your sponsor, but for me, I know it's $5 an A and like $3, I think, for a B.
Okay, so for every A you get on a paper or a test, you would get $5. Michael, I know you've already collected $766.80. How does that change your college experience?
Well, you know, you always do well in high school to try and get into a good college, but what motivates you in college? So I do want to do law school or some sort of business school when I'm done with college, so it's kind of helping me motivate to do well and strive. I mean, college is a tough place to succeed, and it makes me put in a few more hours a week of studying.
Michael, aren't kids supposed to get good grades as a measure of their knowledge, not as a money-making scheme? Right. I mean, does this change the whole equation?
I mean, we've heard this concern before. I think the bottom line is younger students sometimes don't see that payoff that the world says is going to come in 15 years. So we're trying to bring a small amount of that payoff today to encourage students to say there's going to be a greater payoff, but today we can also reward you and keep you on the right track.
So, Vera, you're attempting to, I guess, fundraise through your good grades for college. What's your plan?
Well, there's the economic crisis now, so I think it's more important than ever to get as much money as you can because they're cutting back on scholarships as well. So I'm trying to work really hard. It's the end of senior year, and when you get into colleges, you kind of, you know, relax and you don't do as well. So this is my inspiration to keep working hard and pay for college.
That's great. I mean, you know, I guess part of the argument, Mike, is however you get there.
Yeah, I mean, it's really challenging, especially with student loan companies rolling up the way they are. It's hard to get funding. What we're trying to do is figure out a way to motivate the nation's students and the nation's adults to say we can get kids to do well in school and pay for it at the same time.
All right, well, good luck to both of you. It sounds like you guys are on the right track. If anybody at home wants to check it out, it's GradeFund.com. You can sponsor a kid. You can even do it anonymously if you want. Michael Kopko, thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.